So we find ourselves at a very strange point right now at this section in the game where a lot of the systems of control, all the tethers, all the cords, all the barriers, the walls, all this stuff is starting to crumble. All this stuff is starting to fall apart, to disintegrate. Some of it's falling apart and disappearing like really fast, while other things are starting to wither away at a slower rate, but they are withering away. And the reason they're taking longer to disintegrate, to evaporate, to dissipate, is because these are structures of control that have been in place for a very, 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 see all those varies, very long time. Okay, this is this has been going. I mean, you all know this. This has been going on for so long, and this goes beyond just the hexes and the spells and all the little things that get hurled at you on a daily basis. These are things that have been in place before you were born, further back than that. Things that are attached to our families, things that are attached to our bloodlines. I mean, it's so deep, the level of confinement that's in place, the deals that have been made, the interactions, the exchanges between these entities, between people. I mean, some of us have gotten sold out by our ancestors. Some of our ancestors made deals, and they basically sold. To get said whatever, they sold out their descendants. But for the most part, this is a system made to ensnare you, to control you. And that level of control goes down so deep. But the good news is, it is falling apart. It is falling apart. It's going away. You can't convince me otherwise. It's going away. But it's a process. And you may even notice too that, like, the daily attempts to trip you up, to confound you, to have you chasing your own tail, they're starting to go away. And a lot of times, like, you might notice, like, you're seeing things bounce back at your adversaries almost immediately. It's kind of funny, actually. A quick story. There's a guy, well, there's a couple of them in my neighborhood, and they fancy themselves proper warlocks, as the Brits would say. and so, man, I've dealt with these assholes so many times. Like, they'll just sit across the street, and I think that is a rabbit over there. It is a rabbit. I'm sorry. Just looking at the rabbit. Hi, Mr. Rabbit. How are you? I'm sorry, but I'm a stickler for these kind of things. Hi, Mr. Rabbit. You want to say hi to the camera? You want to say hi? Peter Cottontail. Oh, there he's gone. Alright. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And so they're always, like, hurling crap at me. I've never gotten this close to a rabbit before, I don't think. Outside of a pet shop. This dude's just, like, chilling. Seriously chilling. Anyway, they're always, like, hurling stuff at me, like, on a daily basis. And then, like, 2 or 3 days ago, the guy's car just literally explodes in the middle of the street. And so he calls some of his friends to come and, like, pick him up or just give him, like, a tow. And so, like, they attach a chain to, like, the front of his car. And again, this is a guy who would just, like, sit in front of my house with the lights just blaring all the time. And it's almost become a game. He'll do that, and I'll come outside with a sandwich and wave at him, talk to him. He hates that shit. Anyway, they hate that shit. But, anyway, so they go to tow him off, and they get around the corner, and the entire front of the freaking car just, like, implodes. And it just scatters across the street, and I laughed so hard. And I didn't stop laughing. Like, I continued to laugh until, like, my ribs ached. And until I got around the corner where they saw me laughing. And I just politely picked up his fender, the front of his front grill, and I just, like, handed it to him. It was so satisfying. I can't think of the last time I've been that satisfied in a situation. But anyway, you know, these things are falling apart, and these people they're getting their just desserts. Trust me, they are. But you have to understand that this is a process. You have to understand, and there are going to be symptoms. I'm sorry, I wanted to get into this. There are going to be symptoms associated with this. You're going to start to feel different. And you may not know why exactly. It's because all that crap that's been placed on your shoulders is starting to dissipate. You're going to start to feel like, oh man, I feel lighter. I feel better. It's because it's starting to go away. And they don't have that control anymore. That's what's happening. And again, it's a good thing. But also, you got to get out of this victim mindset. Because a lot of this too, it's psychological. So where these things are happening, and you know, these mechanisms are breaking down, you have to pull yourself out of that mindset. You know, it's like they can't hurt you like they used to. So no, they can't hurt you like they used to. But if they're still stuck in your head, then it doesn't really matter. If they're still working in your head, working on your psyche, it doesn't matter. I'm here to tell you that the systems, that the magic, that the technology that they're using is soon going to be null and void. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm telling you. But again, you got to get out of that victim mindset, and you got to let the process, let it be, and start enjoying things for what they are. You get to see this thing topple. You get to see this thing fall. It's a good thing. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Talk to you when I talk to you.